Hey everyone, happy Thursday. This is the last video for the week. Today you guys, we're going to do a lot of shoulder work and basically all over body. You guys are going to start with an every minute on the minute, and if you remember what that is I'll give you a certain number of reps that you're going to do within a minute time frame, and the time you have left over within that time frame is your recovery time. Today you guys are going to go for 10 minutes. If you're a beginner or feel like that's too much, you can cut it down to 8 minutes. We are going to do cleans for this every minute on the minute. You will complete 8 of them. During that time, you're going to do one side at a time. So I'm going to suggest, hey, well, let's start on the left side to keep it consistent. And again, a clean, I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do it, one with a kettlebell and one with a dumbbell, because some of you might have access to a kettlebell and some of you won't. All right, so with, and I suggest you practice this before you start doing the workout. So a clean basically is you're going to, with the kettlebell, if you don't want to have nice big bruises, which I've gotten oftentimes on my wrists with this, you want to make sure that you have a nice loose grip and you keep control of the kettlebell when you are doing this. So basically, just like that kettlebell swing, you're going to bring it down here, then you're going to snatch it up and then bring it to the top. I'm going to do that slow one more time, and then here. So when you're doing one motion, it will look like this. Okay, so again, like that. I'll do it on the other side. I'll do a side view as well. So there we go. Again, let that kettlebell, I'm not holding it tightly in my hand. You're not gonna drop it, but that way then it can roll up and it's easier to get up into the sky. Again, this is a hip movement, so you're not muscling this weight up with your shoulders or your arms. So with a dumbbell, it's pretty much the same thing. Obviously, you don't have a handle. Again, I have a loose grip on it so the dumbbell can roll. I'm going to come down here, bend, and come up. That's the slow motion of it. So here, there. Whoops, that one wasn't very clean here. Let me try that again. So here, nice and slow motion. Doesn't roll as easy. Again, I'll show you from the side. As a kettlebell, you want to make sure you're not arching your back too. Your finish should be nice and aligned. Your arm, your shoulder, your hips. All right, so again, that's an every minute on the minute. Odd numbers, you'll do your left side. Even numbers, you'll do your right. So you're not doing both sides on the same minute. And again, your recovery time is the time you have left over. After that, you guys are going to go into 4 exercises. It's going to be 4 rounds. The first one is going to be a kettlebell or dumbbell swing. Again, this depends on what you have. I'll show you with the dumbbell first. You're going to hold the top of the dumbbell. You can go heavier with this. Again, it's a hip movement. Shouldn't be utilizing your arms. I mean, obviously you use them, but it's more of a hip movement. So you're going to hinge. Again, you're not going too far back. You're going to hinge at the hips, and then just you're going to do it. We're doing Russian ones, so you're just going to go to your shoulders. Make sure you keep those elbows nice and soft. With the kettlebell, same thing. You're going to hold the handles of the kettlebell, nice soft elbows, hinge, and just go to those shoulders. After that, you'll do 12 of those. Then you're going to come to the ground, and you're going to do push-ups for 8. Modify, so just that regular push-up. After that is completed, you're going to come down up, and you're going to go pendulum row. And that is where, or kickstand row, I'm sorry. You're going to have 1 foot back. I'm on my toe, so you can see here, I'll go back a little bit. I'm going to be on that toe, and I'm just going to row up with that toe back. Just give it a nice row. I'm going to do 6 per side, so I'm going to go a little heavier. If you don't have access to a heavier weight, either you can increase the reps if you only have really light weights. And that's the same for all of these exercises today. Just if you don't have heavy weights at home or whatever, just increase the reps to challenge yourself a little bit. Last but not least, you guys are going to do that. And vice versa, if you're starting out, decrease the reps for each exercise by 2. Last but not least, you guys, you're going to do that dumbbell or kettlebell pass through. So you're going to get in a plank position, okay? Widen your feet a little bit, makes you a more stable base, all right? And what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to take my opposite arm, and pass that through, okay? For 6 on each side. If you need to modify, you'll just go down to your knees while you do this to do that pass through. Okay. With the weight, same thing. Just take that weight and pass it up through. Okay. It's not a drag. It's an actual lift and pass. Try to stay as centered as you can when you do that. Last but not least, after you've done 4 rounds of those exercises, again, that's 6 per side. You're going to come down and you're going to do crunches for 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Sorry, reverse crunches. And again, reverse crunch. I'm going to show you 2 ways. I'll show you from the front, and then I'll show you from the side. So it's important to remember when you're doing this reverse crunch that that lower back is not utilized. So you want to hollow out your hips, your stomach, which means tilting that pelvis forward and down. And you will kick out those legs up into the sky. Get that butt off the ground. If you are utilizing your stomach, you can get that butt off the ground pretty easily. So you're here, you're going to kick up and then straighten those legs. Okay? Again, if you're a beginner, you can just stay here and do a donkey kick up into the sky. Or you can not lower your legs as much. You want to make sure, again, that lower back is not coming up off the ground. You're not using your back, you're using those stomach muscles for this exercise. So from here, lower back, kick up, kick out. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, 4 rounds. If you need to modify, you can do 30-20 as well. Just depends on where you are. Just the most important thing is keeping that form when you do it. All right, that's it for today. Hope you have a great weekend and enjoy the workout.